Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Using speech rather than writing. An oral tradition. Of or involving the mouth or mouth region or the surface on which the mouth is located. The oral cavity. An examination conducted by spoken communication. A stage in psychosexual development when the child's interest is concentrated in the mouth. Fixation at this stage is said to result in dependence, selfishness, and aggression. Of or relating to or affecting or for use in the mouth. Oral hygiene. Using speech rather than writing. Said or done without having been planned or written in advance. Based on custom rather than documentation. An unwritten law. Of or involving the mouth or mouth region or the surface on which the mouth is located. A buccal gland. Of or relating to or toward the cheek. The buccal aspect of the gum. An examination conducted by spoken communication. An examination conducted by spoken communication. An examination conducted by spoken communication. Orally. I heard it viva voce. An examination conducted by spoken communication. Uttered through the medium of speech or characterized by speech, sometimes used in combination. A spoken message. Express in speech. The opening through which food is taken in and vocalizations emerge. He stuffed his mouth with candy. A spokesperson, as a lawyer. An impudent or insolent rejoinder. An opening that resembles a mouth, as of a cave or a gorge. He rode into the mouth of the canyon. A person conceived as a consumer of food. He has 4 mouths to feed. Articulate silently. Form words with the lips only. She mouthed a swear word. The externally visible part of the oral cavity on the face and the system of organs surrounding the opening. She wiped lipstick from her mouth. The opening of a jar or bottle. The jar had a wide mouth. The point where a stream issues into a larger body of water. New York is at the mouth of the Hudson. Touch with the mouth. A set of questions or exercises evaluating skill or knowledge. A set of questions or exercises evaluating skill or knowledge. The act of giving students or candidates a test, as by questions, to determine what they know or have learned. The act of examining something closely, as for mistakes. A detailed inspection of your conscience, as done daily by Jesuits. Formal systematic questioning. Trying something to find out about it. Any standardized procedure for measuring sensitivity or memory or intelligence or aptitude or personality, etc. The test was standardized on a large sample of students. A set of questions or exercises evaluating skill or knowledge. When the test was stolen, the professor had to make a new set of questions. Test or examine for the presence of disease or infection. Examine someone's knowledge of something. The teacher tests us every week. Put to the test, as for its quality, or give experimental use to. The act of testing something. The act of undergoing testing. He survived the great test of battle. achieve a certain score or rating on a test. She tested high on the LSAT and was admitted to all the good law schools. A hard outer covering as of some amoebas and sea urchins. Determine the presence or properties of a substance. Show a certain characteristic when tested. He tested positive for HIV. Undergo a test. She doesn't test well. The branch of morphology that deals with the structure of animals. Alternative names for the body of a human being. A detailed analysis. He studied the anatomy of crimes. The branch of morphology that deals with the structure of animals. A set of techniques for exploring underlying motives and a method of treating various mental disorders, based on the theories of Sigmund Freud. His physician recommended psychoanalysis. The abstract separation of a whole into its constituent parts in order to study the parts and their relations. A branch of mathematics involving calculus and the theory of limits, sequences and series and integration and differentiation. A form of literary criticism in which the structure of a piece of writing is analyzed. An investigation of the component parts of a whole and their relations in making up the whole. The use of closed class words instead of inflections, e.g., the father of the bride, instead of the bride's father. A set of techniques for exploring underlying motives and a method of treating various mental disorders, based on the theories of Sigmund Freud. A set of techniques for exploring underlying motives and a method of treating various mental disorders, based on the theories of Sigmund Freud. His physician recommended psychoanalysis.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.